All right, people, so we're finishing up our character illustration projects. We are going to, in this video, add a shadow, and we're going to add just a couple shapes in the background and use the align tools to center the shapes with your character. Before I get into all that, I just want to show you over here, when you first open your GRAVIT file, over here there are options for changing the orientation of your canvas. So if you started off vertical, you can change it to horizontal, and vice versa. It's just right over here. If you were like adding shapes or something like that, those options kind of disappear and pull up different options for the shape. But if you just click in the gray area, then you have these page size options come up and you can rotate the canvas. So let's get started. You should have something like this. You have your characters. They look great. They're on a white background. But you probably have all these layers over here in the layers palette, and right now is a really good opportunity just to select all of these. You see them all highlight right over here, and just group them, put them in a group. There's a group button right here, or you can hit Command or Control G, and now they're just all in a group, and I can go and select like the whole thing and move around the whole thing. Whereas if they're not grouped and I just try taking out one piece, or I'm trying to select the whole thing, you can't do that without clicking and dragging. So it's a really good opportunity just to, select everything, hit Command G, and they're all in a group, and your layers palette is nice and organized over here. So now we can go ahead and make a quick shadow. So I'm just gonna drag out an ellipse, fill it black, and then bring the opacity down a little bit. All right, and now you see my ellipses on top of my character layer, so I'm just going to drag that underneath. Done. And I can actually duplicate this one, so I'm just going to drag it over, hold down Option, and it's duplicated. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger for this guy right here, and then this ellipse is on top of my character layer, so boom. There you go. So now I'm going to show you and really introduce you the align tools. So if you click on an element, you have these tools over here. These are your align tools. And if you're just clicking on one and click like align, it'll align to the center of the canvas. But if you select two, like I'm selecting the shadow and my character right here, and then hit the align center, it will perfectly align the center of your character with the shadow shape. So there's other align tools. You can align to the left, you can align to the right, you can align it to the middle. So these are all your align tools right here. And for our purposes, we wanted to align to the center, but not all the way towards the bottom because that looks a little funny. So what I'm going to do is just pull this guy down a little bit. There we go. All right, and once the character is aligned with the shadow, you can move them into place and hit Command G again, and now the shadow is grouped with the character. So same thing with this guy over here. I'm going to select the character and the shadow. I'm just going to come over here, align to center, and that's basically it. So great. Now, just to finalize these and make the background a little interesting, you can add some color. So add one shape for each character. So I'm just going to do rectangles and keep it simple. I'm just going to have this guy right here. He's going to have this rectangle. I'm going to make his color whatever color I want, that color. But the shape is on top of my character. So I'm just reorganizing them in my layers palette. Move it down again right there. All right, so now I want to try to align my character with the shape, with the character with my shadow with the shape. So with all three of those selected, I'm coming over here and just align to center. And now the character, the shadow, and the shape are all perfectly aligned. I'm gonna do that one more time over here with this guy. Just dragging out a rectangle and snapping it to the corners, picking a color, and that rectangle selected, I'm moving it underneath my character. And now I can select my character and that shape that I just made and align it center. And you can also align it to the middle. So again, I'm just trying to show you these align tools are really helpful for centering things and aligning them to make them look nice and presentable. So you can make more shapes if you'd like to. Make them fun colors. Oops. Thought I was gonna get like a blue. All right. And again, I just put them within the layers palette. And then even if they're like way off, like over here, you can just select all of them and then hit that align center. If it moves over, you can move now, like they're all selected. You can click on and just move them on over. So again, here, let's do another one for this guy right here. We can do like a fun star. We'll pull the points out and maybe make it a little bit bigger and make it a fun yellow color. Oops. And align it or put it within the layers palette, organize it within the layers palette. And you can see like it's totally out of alignment. It's not aligned at all. But if you select it and grab it, hit the align button right here, align to center. You can also align it to the middle. All right, so have some fun with the align tools and creating a background for your characters and a shadow for your characters. Hope this helps. Let me know if you need anything, if you have any questions, if you want me to redo this again. I gave you a couple different options right over here and right over here. It's also really nice just to organize things in the layers palette. So once I get everything together, I group it again, Command G, group it again, and I'll just name this guy, that guy. So I just selected everything, Command G. Now they're all grouped, nice and easy. All right, so once you're done, you like it, save it. We'll upload it to Google Classroom next week. So just come over here and hit save for right now. And on Monday, I will go over saving and exporting files for Google Classroom.